This fight is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the SFN lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 64 kilos even, holding a perfect MMA record of 4 wins and no losses. Fighting out of Zaman Extreme Martial Arts and representing Ijaz Holding. Give it up for Muhammad Agha! Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 63.5 kilos, holding an MMA record of 7 wins, 1 loss. Fighting out of Victory Dojo Taxila, give it up for Arshad Khan! The referee in charge of the cage as the action begins, Ali Ahmed.
We are set, ladies and gentlemen, for the 4th fight of the night. Arshad Khan versus Muhammad Agha in the lightweight division here at SFN. If you're just tuning in, this is the first ever Sarai Fight Night Contender Series live from Islamabad from the Amir Khan Boxing Hall.
This is going to be a good one.
And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. A touch of gloves, mutual respect. These both are actually friends.
Arshad Khan's filled with energy at the moment, light on his feet, while Agha is measuring him.
These guys have worked and sweat their entire lives. Muhammad Agha works as a shopkeeper, works 10 to 11 hours a day and then trains. Arshad Khan works 12 hours as a rickshaw driver every day and then goes to train for 3 to 4 hours. A win tonight would mean the world for both these guys, both from Taxila, both friends.
Indeed, man, indeed. And this is the story, a life story of every Pakistani martial artist. And this is what we're trying to change here. Good low kick by Arshad Khan.
So many people in the masses train mixed martial arts, are good at it. Some of them you are seeing here tonight. All they need is an opportunity, and finally they have it here at Sarai Fight Night.
Arshad is making good use of those feints, man. He's keeping Agha guessed, but Agha is light on his feet and moves out of the situation.
Oh, Arshad
Up kick by Arshad Khan.
Throwing a big up kick straight to Agha's face. Missing though. Both fighters still feeling each other out, well acquainted with each other. Have done both of their individual research coming into this fight.
Agha a bit more hesitant between the two, don't you think?
I completely agree with you. Agha still looking to find the distance, measure his opponent out, figure out where he's going to be when he throws the shot that he wants to throw.
Goes in with a jab, which Arshad tried to counter with his own hook, but both of the guys just hit air.
Thank you. Dani Al Nasser Mirza here, joined by the MMA legend Ehtisham Kareem here at the first ever Sarai Fight Night. If you're just tuning in the lightweight division, we have Arshad Khan facing Muhammad Agha. Arshad Khan with the red tape on his gloves, Muhammad Agha with the blue.
Arshad goes in with a 1-2. Agha disengages. Agha needs to move forward. He's probably trying to get a read on this guy. Took that low kick like anything.
Did not flinch. Both fighters very strong. Figuring out what to throw and when to throw it. Still to see some significant damage as we reach the midpoint of this fight. 2 minutes 30 seconds have passed in the 5-minute round.
Half the round is gone and these guys need to pick up the action. Some of these guys, one of them needs to pick up the action. One of them needs to press forward. There you go, and there's the first exchange.
The crowd here reacting to every single blow. Very encouraging to see.
Swinging for the fences, Arshad Khan. Low kick followed by a hook cross and Agha counters. That's what we're talking about. That's what the crowd wants to see. Give the crowd what they want to see. Inside low kick.
Inside low kick by Agha. Agha needs to circle out or else he'll be against the cage, and here we
Shot
see it.
by Arshad Khan.
What a beautiful shot.
And a good takedown, ends up in half guard. He's looking to transition to mount, but his head is stuck.
He almost broke the cage there at the shot. Did you see that part come off? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Both fighters determined. He has his neck trap. He needs to make sure Arshad needs to make sure that he does not get caught in some kind of a guillotine here.
Agha's trying to connect his hands. Right now he's got an arm in, sort of an arm in guillotine. It's not a guillotine, it's just a front headlock at the moment. Let's see if he can make the right adjustments and get the finish.
Scrambles out.
Arshad Khan gets up, disengage. Good job.
That excellent groundwork from Agha. He got taken down and then ended up right back on his feet, right where he wants to be. Arshad Khan started with a Kyokushin background, and there we see it, a two-time All-Punjab champion in Kyokushin.
Throws that high kick and misses. Still measuring. Agha's taking his sweet-ass time because he knows he's got 15 minutes to win this match, to finish this fight.
Agha also with a Kyokushin background. Interesting to see two Kyokushin fighters ending up on the ground here. I asked both fighters for a prediction. Neither of them, out of respect and out of realism, did not give a prediction. Said the fight game is too unpredictable to do such a thing, and I completely agree with them.
That's right, because if you talk shit, you gotta back it up. You better be ready to back that up.
The cage is the last place where you want to talk shit, and neither of these
Last
fights
10
have.
seconds. Let's see if Agha pushes forward. He needs to let his hands go.
Both fighters a little tentative here at the end of the first round, but nonetheless, we come to a close of round number 1. How'd you see that round playing out at the Sham? Who do you think's on top?
There was not much activity on either side, but I believe Arshad took this one because he got the takedown and he, of course, landed some good low kicks as well. Because if the other guy is not throwing anything, whatever you throw counts.
Exactly. That is the rules of mixed martial arts. It is ultimately a point game with a finishing chance. A chance exists for somebody to finish the fight, but ultimately otherwise it is scored just like any other point game. A takedown
Exactly.
counts, strikes count, everything counts. And the minute of rest comes to close. It is only to wonder what their corners said to them during the round. Probably to let the hands go and start engaging. Both fighters comfortable on the feet. We should be seeing more action in this round.
It better be something between the lines of, you better start fighting now. I'm just messing. These guys, them being in the cage, it's just a big thing in itself. Not everybody can do it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. But obviously, speaking from a professional perspective, these guys need to kick things up a notch, and obviously they've got the time for it.
Nothing but respect from the SFN management to the fighters, and the fighters have nothing but respect for each
SFN
other.
is all about the fighters. That's the difference between Sarai Fight Nights and anybody else who's ever, functioned or worked on Pakistani soils. There you go, good counter by Arshad Khan.
No other fight promotion, ladies and gentlemen, has commentators that do their research for prelim fighters. Let's just get that clear. Sarai Fight Night is setting the standard here in Pakistan. As second round commences, Arshad Khan looking for another entry, a good shot there, and another low kick.
Good low kick by Arshad Khan. He probably hit with his toes. That's why he was bouncing on that foot. But what concerns me is that Agha has taken all the low kicks to the calf in the same spot. So these things, man, if he doesn't check them or if he doesn't start countering or do something about it, they are going to take their toll.
They definitely
and it's going to be hard for him to put weight on that, like especially the calf muscle. I mean, the thigh muscle, the thighs they're bigger compared to the calf, so you can take some damage. Good flurry by Arshad Khan here.
And you can see some redness on the leg of Muhammad Agha.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly some damage being taken on the legs. He needs to be careful not to keep
not taking anything away from Agha. He's a tough nut. But then again, if you're taking a shot, you might as well do something about it and give one back.
I completely agree
or
with
at
you.
least lure them into a setup or a trap, man.
The interesting case of some fights is both fighters wait for the other to react. If there are two counter strikers in the ring, then you will see some kind of a stalemate action as we see here, but the fighters are now opening up. A good jab there from Agha.
It's a good jab. You traveled some distance with it.
Oh, and jab across, 1-2. Did not land, but nonetheless thrown.
They're being a bit hesitant for extending, letting their hands go. I believe they need to let their hands go, trust their hands, and just let them fists fly, man.
The fear of overextending, of course, the bane of many fighters' existence.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to make a mistake. It's going to cost you dearly.
Especially at the grandest stage, a Sarai fight night. Oh, and there we go. Hands opening up now. He has him against the
Agha
cage.
with the
Good
left
slip.
hook. Arshad with a low kick again. Let's see what Agha does about it. This was to the joint.
Oh,
now
there
he
we go.
switches high.
The crowd now getting into it.
Good low kick by Agha as well. Now he's getting fired up. Both corners yelling at their fighters to throw some hands, throw some hands. Let's see if the fighters abide.
Well, I'm glad one of us can understand them because I do not understand a word they're saying. Of course, your native
It's me
language.
just guessing as well. I can't speak Pashto. My friends didn't teach me. So I just have to, it's all guessing game. I'm good at guessing.
Well, if I was their corner, I would be saying the same, but nonetheless, good action here in the second round.
Good action by both of these guys. Let's see how this round ends.
Oh, good low kick
Agha's
there.
being a bit more hesitant in my opinion. There's a good jab inside. That's how he needs to do. There you go. Just follow up one more time. And we've got a fight going on.
These still the prelims, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of action to come your way. Our main event of the evening. Oh,
Good up kick for the miss.
that was too close to his face. Made me interrupt.
Inside
my
low
train
kick
of thought.
again. Both of them exchange low kicks now.
It's a kicking battle, ladies and gentlemen. Whose legs will hold up?
Measuring both of these guys.
Every strike thrown and absorbed takes a lot of energy out of you in the mixed martial arts cage. If you think this is easy, try it for yourself. Wow.
Good 1-2.
1-2 lands there. Oh.
Good left right by Agha, and he connects with his own right hand.
Man, these guys are letting go now. This is what we came to see. Faking with that jab, trying to create an entry here. Arshad needs to find a way to land the clean strike to either finish the fight or at least get some kind of an advantage.
Good right hand by Agha. Initiates with the right, lands clean, and then exits clean as well. Low kick, but falls short.
He says his legs are
Jab.
fine,
Both
ladies
of these
and
guys
gentlemen.
go with the jab.
Now showing up, Arshad trying to intimidate his opponent, making all kinds of faces, moving forward, walking his opponent down. Will this materialize? Mind games
Arshad
just
goes
as
with
important.
the hook and cross and misses. Man, he needs to set it up with that proper footwork, or he needs to corner Agha. Goes for the high kick without a setup. That's what's going to happen.
What can these fighters do differently here at the Sham to get some kind of
I
advantage?
believe they need more. They need more setup, and they need to just trust themselves more. Arshad's got the head movement going, but if he could just add some feints to it, and again let his hands go. That was a good left right. Good, probably the best two punches of the fight so far. We go into the third round.
And the best two punches of the round. Arshad ends the round strong, and the judges' scorecards, I'm sure some kind of impression must have been made about those two strikes. Mind games, just as important as any other physical aspect of the game at the Sham. Arshad seems to be in there. He seems to be enjoying himself. He seems to be mentally present.
He's giving him that look. He's staring him dead in the eye, and his feints and fakes are working, man. And that's what it's all about. You gotta trust your skill, and you gotta let go. You can't let anybody, anything phase you. All of that stuff is for just for outside the cage. When they're in there, they gotta make something happen. They gotta get a fight going.
When you're
I'm hoping for that Agha is going to come back with something of his own in the third round. He's been on the reactive side so far. Arshad's the one that was more proactive. We saw that. And if you're proactive, and even if you're not landing shots initially, but if you're just proactive and you're going forward, the odds of you landing become higher and higher as the fight progresses. And the round's over. The rest's over. Let's see.
Microaggressions definitely, micro expressions, pardon me, definitely add up in the round, in the cage. If you are confident, it must factor in somehow to your opponent, especially if you're in the early prelims like these guys are here. The tone is still being set for the night. You've had one finish and a decision, and now here we go for the third and final
Third
fight.
round.
Third round for this lightweight bout. Now both fighters still looking to measure each other out as third round begins. A left low kick misses for Arshad. Agha still tentative here. Nonetheless,
Yeah, he's
a
got
good
that
fight.
poker face going on.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know if he's scared. I don't know if he wants to fight. See, but that's a good thing.
Because-
Totally emotionless, and then Arshad's got that grin on his face.
Because it keeps you guessing, and more importantly, it keeps Arshad guessing as to how he's feeling here. No signs of weakness shown by either fighter. A low kick grazes him. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in now, this is Sarai Fight Night, the first ever contender
Goes
series.
within a fake cross hook and lands a cross on the third one.
As each second of the fight goes on, the fighters become more and more weary naturally. Still going, still trying to set up these shots.
It's surprising how they've probably had it's an unsaid, unwritten agreement of some sort to keep the fight standing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you're behind points, you got to score a takedown. That's just the way way to go. That's just textbook.
Definitely. But if you have two pure Kyokushin fighters in there, they're both in their comfort zone right now, trying to land shots, trying to get that big shot in. They need to get points, just like you're saying, mix it up with takedowns. That is the spirit of mixed martial arts.
Arshad swings for the low kick and misses. Agha just gets out of the way of it.
A
Good
jab there
left.
lands.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's faking the left, going the right, or two fakes.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. With the spin, Arshad this time.
He tried to throw a spinning attack, was blocked by Agha as he was coming in.
Agha's got his hands nice and high. It's going to be hard for Arshad to land something that's so big and that can be telegraphed from far away.
Definitely a positive of this fight is that both fighters are defensively sound, moving away from the strikes. Oh,
Good left hook by Agha.
not that time there as Arshad gets caught with a left, and
Followed
again
by
a
a
low
left
right
hook.
kick.
Low kick, sorry. Arshad still got that mean grin on his face. See, now he's going to counter Agha's punches. Agha needs to set his kicks up, or at least follow up. If you're going to throw leg, follow up or finish with a hand, or vice versa. Throws a right and pulls out of the way.
Throwing one strike combinations, or well, you wouldn't call it a combination, just throwing one strike.
Both connect at the same time with their own lefts.
Throwing one strike will only
And
do you so
fighting
much.
each other.
You have to throw your strikes in combinations in order for you to be able to set traps, make entries, and throw your strikes so they can land. Once again, third and final round here.
Third and final round, and clearly Agha needs to make something happen. He's clearly behind on the scorecard, and now he's limping on that left leg, if I'm not wrong.
He looks like his leg is hurt.
But all
definitely.
smiles, both of these gentlemen.
Oh,
Low
that
kick
is
again.
a hard right leg kick.
Boom,
Oh, and
there
now
we
they're
go.
throwing down,
There
ladies
we
and
go.
gentlemen.
And
This
now
is
they
what we came to
exchange.
see. An unsaid agreement.
Thrown out the window. Agha stalking.
Oh, once again.
Good counter by Arshad and good opener by Agha. Agha with that left hook needs to follow up with a cross or a kick of some sort.
Oh, now he's trying to go for the takedown. Definitely wants to score points here to keep his lead going.
Arshad's punches have taken a toll and Agha is bleeding.
Agha's cut open right under his left eye. His cheek bleeding. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we enter the final minute of the fight. It's been a great fight in the lightweight division.
Left right by Agha. Throwing a miss.
It's hard to tell who they're cheering for, but nonetheless, support exists for both fighters here. "20 seconds left in the fight. Last 10 seconds here.
10
Let's see if
seconds
these
remaining in the
fighters will throw,
round.
and they do.
And Agha moves forward.
They're throwing down the
With
last
his left
10, ladies
right
and
connects
gentlemen.
with two lefts and Arshad connects with his own.
And this
there's
fight
the
is
fight.
over. We now go to the judges' scorecards for the decision.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest in favor of the winner by unanimous decision, Arshad Khan!
And there you have have, ladies and gentlemen, Arshad Khan, winner via unanimous decision. Very well deserved and an amazing performance by both fighters.